Evanston Outlaw Baseball is live on the radio at 99.1 FM KNYN and online at mylocalradio.com. This year, Wyoming Legion AA Baseball is the show. Follow the Wyoming Legion Post 41 Evanston Outlaws throughout the summer as we bring you live video and play-by-play coverage. Being brought to you by Dr. Todd Hoover Chiropractic, Cash Honda Yamaha, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Mountain West Business Solutions, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Bear River Dental of Evanston and Black Sport Dental of Mountain View, Ellingford Brothers, Uinta County School District No. 1, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, the Legal Tender Restaurant and Best Western Dunmar Inn, the Evanston Recreation Center, the Littlest Wood Shop, Come On In of Casper, Plains Tire, Arrowhead Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Dr. McKay Franken, First Bank of Evanston, and by Auto Farm Chevrolet. With the first pitch quickly approaching, let's head to the diamond.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Ross Kesterson Field for the 2020 Ross Kesterson Memorial Tournament hosted by the Evanston Outlaws. Tonight's matchup features the Evanston Outlaws taking on the Lone Peak Misfits Maroon team. They call themselves the Misfits because they didn't get a chance to play their high school season this year, but they are out here playing in various tournaments around this part of the country this summer, and they will now take on the Evanston Outlaws. This one looming large in the games tomorrow night. We will give you a full breakdown of what the situation looks like as we approach first pitch. We'll be right back after this with a First Bank presentation of Evanston Baseball on mylocalradio.com and the Big Dog.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Dental Implants and Wisdom Tooth Extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today. Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com and KNYN 99.1 The Big Dog. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action live from Ross Kesterson Field here in Evanston, Wyoming, as the Evanston Outlaws get ready to take on the Lone Peak Maroon Misfits. Should be a very fun matchup. Evanston currently 0-2 at the Ross Kesterson Memorial Tournament, but still in play for the third place game, as we let you know what the standings look like here at the 2020 Ross Kesterson Memorial Tournament. Of course, right now, the number 1 team and the team that looks like to beat is Lone Peak Black, who beat our Evanston Outlaws 12-0. A great pitching performance by Gus Allred through the first 6 innings. And then in the 7th inning, the wheels kind of fell off a little bit. It was 4-0 Lone Peak going into that 7th inning. Evanston was starting to get some momentum, but Lone Peak would hang up 8 runs on the Outlaws, making it 12-0, the final score. Let's go ahead and again look at those rankings here. Rock Springs finished the first part of the tournament 0-3 with 39 runs scored against. Green River 0-3 with 35 runs scored against. Evanston comes in 0-2 with 21 runs scored against. The tiebreaker is runs scored against. So if Evanston, if they do lose, as long as they don't lose by more than 14, they will be in that third place game tomorrow at noon. Let's go ahead and get this one started as the Evanston Outlaws send out Ryan Fisher, one of their resident aces, the college freshman who pitched for a junior college in Washington this year, comes in to this outing, his third game appearance with a 1.71 ERA. His fifth game appearance, He's 2-1 in the 4 appearances he's had. A 1.71 ERA, only 4 earned runs against number 5 for the Evanston Outlaws. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the starting lineup for the visiting Lone Peak Maroon Misfits. Batting first, the second baseman, number 13, Cade Gamble. Batting second, number 14, the right fielder, Easton Calmer. Batting third, the catcher, number 0, Gage Easton. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot, number 9, Chris Billings. He'll be on the mound to face against Ryan Fisher when the Evanston Outlaws are up at the bottom of the inning. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 11, Tim Woosley. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 5, Caden Hodson. Batting seventh, number 8, the left fielder, Jethro Johnson. Batting eighth, number 22, Hunter Cathy, the first baseman. And batting ninth, number 7, center fielder, Parker DeYoung. Outfield for the Evanston Outlaws goes as follows. In left field, you have Kendall Cummings. Center field, Casey Perriman. And right field, Clayton Moyles. Infield, featuring Gus Allred at first base. Brendan Thompson at second. Jaden Schneider getting a start today at the hot corner. And Jagger Mitchell at shortstop. Battery, featuring Ryan Fisher, pitching to Hank Allred, as the left-handed Cade Gamble steps in to face the right-handed Ryan Fisher. And we are underway. First pitch at 6:40 p.m. Full 20 minutes ahead of schedule. Evanston, of course, coached by Chad Thompson. Lone Peak Maroon by Zach Hales. Second pitch is high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cade Gamble to start this one off. Fisher sets at the belt. High kick and delivers the 1-1. Chopper right at the second baseman. Thompson fields it easily, fires over to Allred at first, and that's out number 1. I'll now bring up Easton Calmer, the right fielder, number 14. Tall right-handed batter. Maroon for Lone Peak, the Lone Peak Maroon Misfits. That's a mouthful. Coming in here wearing maroon T-shirts with yellow numbers and MF on the front, as the first pitch to Calmer is just outside for ball 1. 1-0. Chopped foul behind the backstop. 4 strike 1. Maroon shirt, yellow numbers for the Lone Peak Maroon Misfits. Yellow MF kind of on the front, as the 1-2 comes in low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike for Ryan Fisher, who is facing Easton Calmer, the right fielder for Lone Peak. Top of the first. The 2-1 chopped right at the first base dugout. Bodie Wicks jumps to get out of the way. Ethan Buse gives him a good pat on the shoulder. Says, nice moves there, buddy. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the delivery. Chop fouled into the back screen to stay alive. 1 down after Cade Gamble led off the game by grounding out to the second baseman, Brendan Thompson. After Easton Calmer will be the catcher, Gage Easton. The 2-2 from Fisher. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be a strikeout for Fisher, his first one of the night. Here comes number 0, Gage Easton. Evanston out there in their gray and blue striped jerseys. It's gray on the top and then kind of a blue-white stripe kind of going down. White letters and numerals with the blue outline. First pitch to Easton is outside and low for ball 1. Gage Easton against right-handed pitcher Fisher. Beautiful one that finds the outside low corner of the window for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Liner right at Brendan Thompson off of his glove. He bobbles it, throws to first, is not in time, and that is going to be out number, or just shy of out number 2. That'll now bring up Chris Billings, the pitcher. Right, left-handed pitcher, so we're going to see a southpaw on the mound. First pitch, liner right up the center for a base hit. This could be trouble. They're going to send Easton over to third, and you got runners on the corners with 1 down. Timeout called, and it looks like we will have a substitute runner for Lone Peak. So the pitcher will get off the mound as Chris Billings will come in. Coach Thompson, though, saying, no, you can only pinch run for the catcher. And the catcher is sitting there on third, so it's a little late to do that now. So Billings will trot back out over to second. Want to apologize for the lower quality that we have on the broadcast tonight. For some reason, our internet is not as fast as it usually is. Runners on the corners for Tim Woosley, the third baseman. Good stop by Hank Allred, the catcher, as the ball is in the dirt. The 1-0. Grounder at Thompson. Throw to first. They're going to give up the run in favor of the third out, so the run will not score. So no runs on 1 hit. It's no score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Woosley grounds out to third. Evanston Outlaws will have their chance when we come back on our first make presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com and the Big Dog.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do, and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah.
So Evanston does a good job at the defensive part of the first inning. The question is can they keep it going here in the offensive part and get an early lead? Let's give you the outfield for the Lone Peak Maroon squad. Jethro Johnson in left, Parker DeYoung in center, and Easton Calmer in right. Infield featuring Hunter Cathy over on first, Cade Gamble at second, Cade Hansen at shortstop, Tim Woosley at third, Chris Billings pitching to Gage Easton behind the dish. Here is the leadoff hitter for Evanston, Kendall Cummings. After Kendall will be Casey Perriman, and then batting third, Ryan Fisher, the pitcher. Batting fourth, Jagger Mitchell, the shortstop. And Gus Allred, the first baseman, will bat fifth. Clayton Moyles, the right fielder, bats sixth. First pitch to Kendall, swing and a miss for strike one. Clayton Moyles, the right fielder, bats sixth. Brendan Thompson, the second baseman, will bat seventh. Hank Allred, the catcher, will bat eighth. And Jaden Schneider, the third baseman, bats ninth. First pitch was a swing and a miss, and here comes the second one. Popped up behind the screen for a foul ball. Again, want to apologize for the technical difficulties we're having. The internet connection is not as fast as we're accustomed to right now, so we have lowered the video quality as Billings steps off the mound, then gets back on. Billings, a tall left-handed pitcher, holds the glove in front of his face, a la Randy Johnson, kicks a high leg. Chopper right at the second baseman. Cade Gamble flips it over to first. The throw is wide, and they're sending things to second. Nope, they're going to hold him. And now that'll bring up Casey Perriman. So Cummings gets on via an error on the second baseman. Here comes Casey Perriman, the center fielder, one of the top hitting Outlaws this season, around the mid-threes batting average as he steps into the box. First pitch. In the zone, speed for strike one. Kendall Cummings on first. He reached on an error on the second baseman. Throw back to second to check on Cummings, and he picks him off. Cummings got caught napping on the bag, and now it is one down for Casey Perriman. One strike, no balls to the tall right-handed hitter. Left-handed pitcher sets at his chest, kicks and delivers. Popped up into center field. Parker DeYoung camped out under it for out number 2. Here comes Ryan Fisher, the pitcher. He comes in now. The highest average on the team coming into this weekend, batting .419. Jagger Mitchell on deck should we get there. 2 down. First pitch to Fisher. In the zone. 4 strike 1. Fastball. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on. Kendall Cummings reached on an error but was picked off, and Casey Perriman flew out to center field. No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Bottom of the first. Next pitch. Breaking ball. Catches the bottom part of the window for strike 1 or 2. Lefty versus righty. The pitch from the southpaw pitcher, 0-2. Outside for ball 1. Jagger Mitchell on the on-deck circle, swinging 2 bats. No, 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the right-handed batter. Popped up high. Should be an infield catch as the first baseman runs up. That's Hunter Cathy and makes the grab. So, 1-2-3, down go the Outlaws. We're headed to the second inning. No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. The second inning after this on a First Bank presentation of Post 41 Baseball on My Local Radio and the Big Dog.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. You very well might be seeing a preview of the third place game for the 2020 Ross Kesterson Memorial Tournament as we enter the second inning. Evanston wins this. They're for sure in the third place tournament. First pitch to Cade Hodson in the zone for strike one. Checking my tournament schedule, find out what time that third place game will be, because that is chances are when Evanston plays. Next one is just high for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody down here at the top of the second. No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. The 1-1 from Fisher, the right-handed pitcher to the right-handed hitter, line perfectly to Brendan Thompson, who comes over to his left and puts mitt on ball for out number 1. And I'll bring up Jethro Johnson, the left fielder. First time he will see Ryan Fisher. Strong right-handed batter versus a strong right-handed pitcher. First pitch in the zone for strike one. Fastball fooled him. The third place game is scheduled to start at 12:30 tomorrow. Whatever game Evanston is in tomorrow, we will have that on mylocalradio.com. The 0-1. Down low in the dirt for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jethro Johnson. Left fielder, number 8 for Lone Peak Maroon. No sleeves, no batting gloves. Going at it old school. Calls the time and now forces Ryan to go through it again. Here comes the delivery. Inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jethro Johnson. One down and the pitch. Outside for ball 3. 3-1 the count, 31. Now Ryan Fisher trying to not lose the second batter here in this one. The pitch. Chopper right at shortstop. Jagger Mitchell runs up, makes the grab, throw to first. Was it in time? No. The ball hit the dirt and Gus Allred couldn't scoop it up. So we're going to call that a infield single with 1 down. That'll bring up Hunter Cathy, the first baseman, number 22. Another thin right-handed batter. Saw a lot of those times. Takes his blue bat, rests it on the shoulder, waves it around a little bit now. And the first pitch. Chopper right at Brendan Thompson. Oh, it's off of his glove and over him into the right field. Kendall Cummings covers the play and limits the damage to 1 base. So Jethro Johnson goes to second, and Hunter Cathy reaches on the E4. Here comes Parker DeYoung, the center fielder. Number 7 for this Maroon squad. First pitch misses for ball 1. Runners on first and second with 1 down. Caden Hodson, the leadoff batter in the inning, lined out to Brendan Thompson at second. And then Jethro Johnson singled as the 1-0 becomes 2-0 as Fisher misses with that one. Hunter Cathy reached on an error, and he's on first. Fisher checks the runner at second. Steps and delivers. High pop up. Jagger Mitchell comes over, makes the catch in the infield sand for out number 2. I'll now bring up Cade Gamble, who grounded out to the second baseman to lead off the game. Left-handed batter, number 13, has a kind of a lime green bat. Cool looking bat. Fisher checks the runner at second with 2 down. Runners at second and first. Runner at second, Jethro Johnson doing a little bit of dancing, causing Fisher to step off the mound. First pitch misses for ball 1. Evanston in this tournament has played Layton. They lost that one 9-8 after a comeback fell short. They trailed by 4 going into that final inning, and then trailed by 4 again as this one's laced into left field. Throw by Kendall Cummings is high and well into the backstop. That might be more runs. But Jethro Johnson scores on the RBI double by Cade Gamble. 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 2 down with runners in scoring positions. You've got Hunter Cathy over at third and Cade Gamble over at second after the double. Here comes Easton Calmer, who is a strikeout victim his first time up. First pitch down in the dirt off of Hank Allred. Doesn't roll too far. He's able to get it and hold the runner there at third. No strikes, 1 ball to Easton Calmer. First pitch. Outside corner for strike 1. Good little breaking ball there. I just saw Reed Gross appear in the dugout. Heard he wasn't feeling very well. Hopefully he's feeling a little bit better. Maybe we'll see him a little bit later on. Never know. Next pitch. Low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down, runners in scoring position. You've got a runner on third. That is Hunter Cathy, who reached on an error. And then Cade Gamble just hit an RBI single. Next pitch, chopper, right at the gap between first and second. Thompson can't chase it down. 1 run's going to score. They're sending the next guy over. Throw home is not going to happen, and it's a 2-run RBI single for Easton Calmer. Clears the bases as both Gamble and Cathy score. That, and I'll now bring up Gage Easton, the catcher who reached on an error back in the first. He's 0 for 1. It's 3-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston's got to get this back under control. Fisher sets at the belt. Delivers. Fouled directly past the press box for strike 1. Wind blowing in from, I'm trying to find the flag. Flag is actually flat, but I know there's wind out there. I can feel it. It looks like it's blowing across the diamond from right to left field. The pitch. High and in for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gage Easton. Right-handed batter, the catcher on this Lone Peak squad. Runner on first. That is Easton Calmer. Throw back to check on Calmer at first. Fisher just letting him know, I know you're there. 35 pitches thrown by Fisher as the 1-1 is fouled into the crowd off of the first base dugout for strike 2. Fisher trying to get out of this inning after allowing 3. 2 of them earned as Hunter Cathy reached on an error. Checks the runner at first. Sets at the belt. Righty versus righty, the pitch. Down low and outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. When the Outlaws bat next, it'll be Jagger Mitchell, Gus Allred, and Clayton Moyles. But first, we got to take care of business on the defensive side of the second. Fisher steps and delivers. Line drive into right field, and it goes across the first base line for a foul ball. That would have been major trouble had it found the right side of the line. So Easton Comer comes back to first. Hank Allred has a quick chat with his pitcher, Ryan Fisher, and now Fisher back on the mound. Bent down low, getting the sign from Allred. Sets at the belt. Delivers. Kind of a sidearm delivery. Chopper off of, they're going to say, the foot of Gage Easton for a foul ball. That is 3 straight foul balls that Gage Easton has done. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Throw back to first to check up on Comer. Ryan Fisher definitely letting him know that he is aware of him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second. 3-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Liner right at Jaden Schneider, who makes the grab for out number 3. What a play by Jaden Schneider. He had to go follow that one kind of to the ground to make the grab. And then after that one, 3 runs on 3 hits, and it's 3-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 1 error. Lone Peak leads it. We're headed to the bottom of the second on First Bank presentation of Post 41 Baseball on My Local.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall, prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
Evanston will have the 4, 5, 6 hitters up. Jagger Mitchell, Gus Allred, and Clayton Moyles for the Outlaws as they trail 3-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard after giving up that crooked number in the top of the second. We're off to the bottom of the second, where Evanston still looking for their first hit. 9 pitches in the first inning for Chris Billings as he starts inning number 2 of work. As Jagger Mitchell is about to walk up, Chris Billings still wrapping up his warm-up tosses to begin this opening inning. Jagger comes into this weekend with a .413 average, 15 RBIs. That stops on the team. And 19 hits. That is tied for first with Casey Perriman. So Jagger waiting to get the approval, and we're off and running. As the cleanup hitter playing shortstop today, walks into the right-handed side of the batter's box to face Chris Billings. Gus Allred on deck, the lone left-handed bat in this lineup. First pitch from Billings to Mitchell, lefty versus righty. He fouls it across the third base line again. We've been saying it all season, but Jagger Mitchell loves to pull it along that third base line. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Union Wireless on 148 Front Street in Evanston, treating you like a neighbor, not a number. Wireless speed so fast you'll see stars. Jagger pops this one into left field. Jethro Johnson calls off the crowd and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll now bring up Gus Allred. He comes in to this weekend batting .250 with 4 RBIs. As I mentioned, the lone left-handed batter on this squad. First pitch, down for a ball. Chris Billings, really effective, only 12 pitches. Second pitch off of the foot of Billings as it's ground up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. Gus Allred with a single, and that'll now set up Clayton Moyles, the right fielder. He comes in with a current batting average, trying to find it, of 282. This is the first time we've seen the stretch from Chris Billings. It's the first hit he's given up and the first base runner since the leadoff error to Kendall Cummings. Billings sets his glove right in front of his face. At the shoulder, goes for the pickoff move to check up on Gus Allred. He's back in time. Brendan Thompson on deck for the Outlaws. This one, grounder at the third baseman, throw to second for one. They're not going to get Moyles for the double play, so it's a fielder's choice as Allred is cut down. Here comes Brendan Thompson, number 18, the second baseman for the Outlaws, batting .286 coming into this weekend. However, 14 RBIs, good enough for second place on the team and second place in the West. Runner on first with 2 down. Runner on first is Clayton Moyles. He reached on a fielder's choice that got Gus Allred thrown out at second. Hank Allred on deck. Next one. Right at Brett Thompson, goes right to the first baseman, Hunter Cathy, steps on the bag, and that's going to do it for the inning. So a 3 unassisted against Brendan Thompson, and that wraps it up. No runs on 1 hit and no errors with 1 left on base. The top of the 3rd inning after this, it's 3-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Lone Peak Maroon leads it on a first bank presentation of Post 41 Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
Brian Fisher starts inning number 3 of work. Right now I've got him for 3 runs on 4 hits. Evanston has committed 2 errors. Leading it off will be Chris Billings, the pitcher. He got a single last time as he takes first pitch for ball 1. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Chopper right at the first baseman. Gus Allred is able to get it Fisher runs up, covers the bag, gets the pass from Allred, and that'll be a 3-1 ground out. I'll bring up Tim Woosley, who grounded out to second base to end the third inning, his last time up. Our broadcast also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic on 545 Cheyenne Drive in Evanston. Dr. Todd Hoover, Doctor of Chiropractics, helped me get rid of migraines. Seriously, I've suffered from them my entire life, as the first pitch to Woosley is low for ball 1. I went in there and told him I've had some migraines. He figured out what was going on, and now I've had the longest streak I've had without a migraine in quite a long time. Again, that's Dr. Todd Hoover at 545 Cheyenne Drive in Evanston, 307-789-0043. The 1-0 misses for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Tim Woosley, the third baseman, who's 0 for 1. Righty versus righty. Fisher delivers down low and away, and it's 3 balls, no strikes. Trying to avoid a 4-pitch walk after getting Chris Billings to ground out to the pitcher, and there's the 4-pitch walk, and I believe the first walk allowed by him tonight. That'll bring up Caden Hodson, who led off the second inning, lined out to Brendan Thompson. Runner on with 2 outs. That runner's on first, and that's Tim Woosley after the walk. 3-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Top of the third. First pitch outside. Zone for strike 1. I thought it was going to be called a ball, but the umpire puts his hands up to signal strike 1. Great pitch there by Fisher as it just catches that outside part of the window. The 0-1. Just low. Fastball for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 48 pitches thrown by Ryan Fisher, so it's official. He will not be available for tomorrow. Sidearm check on first. Throws to Gus Allred at first base to check on Tim Woosley. He's got an interesting pickoff move. He does that sidearm. Checks the runner at first. Delivers. Chopper across the third base line for foul ball number 1. Zach Hales standing off the third base line in the coach's box. Tried to go for that one, and then about halfway down decided, I'll just let it roll, and then sends one of his players to go fetch it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inning number 3, top of the third frame. 3-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Lone Peak Maroon leads. Throw back to first to check up on Woosley with 1 down, and he's back in time. That 1 out came when Chris Billings hit a ground ball. I saw red, and then Fisher ran over to cover the play. Next pitch is high and in for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lights starting to come on here at Ross Kesterson Field, host of the 2020 Ross Kesterson Memorial Tournament. This game will probably be a preview of the third place game that we'll see. Evanston trails 3-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard and would love to keep it that way so they can give themselves a chance. Fly ball into right field. Cummings tries to dive it for it, but it drops right out his glove. Brendan Thompson runs all the way from his second base position and throws it in there. Woosley only gets to third on the single by Caden Hodson. Here's Jethro Johnson, who's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Kind of a long pseudo mohawk type of haircut sticking out the back of his helmet. It's one of those ones where it's kind of closely cropped in the back, but you've got the tuft going right down. Black helmet, black and red bat, no batting gloves. First pitch. Outside and the zone for strike 1. Fisher's got that breaking ball that just loves to catch that outside part of the plate. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out with runners on the corners. Throw back to first, check up on the runner, and he gets back. Fisher letting these Lone Peak runners know he is not afraid to go after them. Ryan looking in, checks the runners. Sets at the belt. Steps and delivers. Runner's going for second. Throw to Jagger. Mitchell is up off the grass over his glove. Pick up by Brendan Thompson, but they're going to send the man on third. That's Tim Woosley home, and he'll score. On the air. Umpire calls a timeout to brush off the plate as Woosley, when he slid in there, just absolutely covered up the plate, and it's 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. No balls, 2 strikes to Jethro Johnson. Checks the runner at second, lifts his leg, and then steps off the mound. Caden Hansen over at second, definitely taking a little bit of All Red's attention. 1 down, kicks and delivers. Liner right at Brendan Thompson, throws to first for out number 2. So 4-3 put out for Jethro Johnson. And now here comes Hunter Cathy, the first baseman, who reached on an error and then came around and scored. But now you've got a runner on third, Caden Hodson, who advanced there on really the fielder's choice play. First pitch, outside, ball 1, but Hunter Cathy had a leg kick ready to make this a 5-0 game. It's 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Runner on third with 2 down. Top of the third, the pitch. Solid contact, grounder at Jaden Schneider. Long throw to first, beautiful job. Right into the glove of Gus Allred for out number 3. That is the second inning in a row where we've seen Schneider end the inning. So 1 run scores on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on base. It's 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back as Evanston looks to crawl back into this one as we go to the bottom of the third on a First Bank presentation of Post 41 Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and The Big Dog.
When someone says sleep apnea, it usually conjures up stereotype images. This is Dr. Jonathan Morgan. The fact is that sleep apnea affects people of all ages and occurs when there is an involuntary pause of breath during sleep. Are you always tired? At Arrowhead Dental, we offer oral appliance therapy as an effective, non-invasive treatment for certain types of sleep apnea. Schedule an appointment to take a simple in-home test. Visit arrowheaddentalwy.com today.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Evanston will have the 8, 9, and leadoff hitters to go up here in the bottom of the third, as they trail it now 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Elan Oliff bringing you the action live from Ross Kesterson Field as Hank Allred will lead it off. This is Hank's only his 4th at bat. And he's currently 0 for 3 with 2 runs scored. He's been walked a few times, walked 5 times. First pitch in the zone for strike 1. Hank Allred, of course, in for, I would think, Reed Gross, who I've heard was not feeling good today. Hopefully he gets to feeling well soon. Reed takes the 0-1 and fouls it into the screen for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Hank Allred, the catcher. After him, it'll be Jaden Schneider. Not Jordan, excuse me. And then Kendall Cummings. Lefty versus righty, the 0-2 from Billings. Swing and a miss. He's out in front of it. Throw was, or dropped third strike. Throw is high, but Hunter Cathy's able to jump, make the catch, and land on the bag for out number 1. Here comes Jaden Schneider, the third baseman, playing for, I would assume, brother Jordan Schneider. Jaden batting .200 on the season, a 1 for 5. He's got 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. We also saw him pitch, I believe, against the Cheyenne Post 6 boys back in Gillette. Had a good time there. Right-handed batter. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Had a fastball, but he swung hard at that one. No balls, 1 strike to Jaden Schneider, right-handed batter. Got a blue sleeve on his right arm. Kendall Cummings, leadoff hitter on deck. Next one misses for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jaden. Billings sets at the glove at his face, takes a step, high kick, throws, is just inside. I think Billings wanted that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Bottom of the 3rd inning, fouled off by Schneider. And it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. It was pretty windy earlier today, but now things are starting to kind of cool down, both temperature-wise and wind-wise. Pitch is outside for outside corner for strike 3 looking. So back-to-back strikeouts for Chris Billings. Kendall Cummings, who reached on an error in the 1st inning to lead off the game, due up. Needs to get something going here. Popped up high and out of play for strike 1. 67 degrees as of 25 minutes ago. Wind is 60 miles an hour as of 25 minutes ago, but I'm telling you right now, that has cooled down. Next pitch in the zone for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kendall Cummings. He's 0 for 1. Reached on an error back in the 1st. 2 down. Evanston trying to avoid going 1, 2, 3 and out. Next pitch fouled up high and drops just to the left of the broadcast booth for another foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Billings, glove at the face, gets his fingers right on the ball, kicks and delivers. Light hit right at the second baseman. It's low enough, but it's got a chance. Throw is not going to happen. Kendall Cummings places that one perfectly and gets an infield single. I'm calling it a single as that one was placed just perfectly and just slow enough that second baseman Cade Gamble could not make a play. So with 2 down, that'll bring up Casey Perriman, who comes in to this game, or to this weekend, batting .365 with 19 hits. But that's before the 2 games yesterday. First pitch to Perriman. Swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 1. Our broadcast also brought to you in part by Superior Rental and the Gun Room at 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston. Full line of Cub Cadet outdoor power equipment in stock and ready to take home today. Again, that's Superior Rental and the Gun Room at 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston. The 0-1 turns into 0-2 as Perriman swings at another fastball. 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Bottom of the 3rd, 2 down with a runner on. That's Kendall Cummings after a 2-out single. Perriman along the 3rd base line but goes foul. That's the first piece that Perriman's gotten. Hoping to have that timing down. Evanston trails 4-0. If Perriman gets on, it'll bring up Ryan Fisher, the number 3 batter in the Evanston lineup, but the highest average at .419 coming into this weekend. The 0-2, swing and a miss at one outside. Drop third strike. They throw to first. Housekeeping is done. And the Outlaws go down. 3 strikeouts for Chris Billings in the third inning. It's still 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Lone Peak leads. We're headed to the top of the fourth on a First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
The Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project finished just right. TheLittlestWoodShop.com offers tutorials on Facebook to teach you new techniques and fun ideas for crafting. Follow us on Facebook so you're notified each time we post a new tutorial. Plus, get all your supplies for each project at TheLittlestWoodShop.com. We sell individual project supplies, kits for group projects, and we sell bulk wholesale crafting supplies. Visit TheLittlestWoodShop.com today.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
They got to work quickly in this inning as Ryan Fisher already has Parker DeYoung at 0-2. Pitches outside, and down he goes looking outside corner. And Ryan Fisher with his first K of the day. That makes him 0 for 2. Here comes the leadoff hitter, Cade Gamble, the second baseman. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher will be Ryan Fisher. Gamble 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. First pitch. It looked like he was laying down a bunt, but goes just outside. He doesn't offer at it. First pitch was thrown at 6:40, and we are less than an hour into this one. For the next pitch, inside, and it's 2 balls, no strike. Our broadcast brought to you in part by MyLocalRadio.com. Local radio just for you. Wherever you are home. Live regional sports as this one is a chopper right past it, diving Jagger Mitchell at shortstop, and that's going to be a single for Cade Gamble. Easton Calmer, the right fielder, due up. Back to MyLocalRadio.com. Local and regional news, weather, job listings, giveaways, and contests, and as you can see, live regional sports. That'll bring up Easton Calmer, the right fielder. He is 1 for 2. He struck out his first time up and then had a 2-run RBI single. Throw back to first to check up on Gamble by Fisher. And that is going to be safe. Ryan Fisher has thrown 62 pitches through 3 1/3. Next pitch, fly ball into center field. Casey Perriman and Clayton Moyles ranging over to get it. It will be Moyles who puts it in the mitt for out number 2. Gage Easton, who is 0 for 2, he reached on an error, got to third in the first, and then lined out to Jaden Schneider to end the third inning, or the second inning, excuse me, due up. 2 down with 1 on. Evanston trying to hold them at 4. No run scored this inning. Top of the fourth. First pitch outside and in the dirt for ball 1. Parker DeYoung struck out to start the inning. Then Cade Gamble reached on a single, and Easton Calmer flew out to right field. Throw back to first, and that was a pretty close play, but they do call safe for Cade Gamble at first. Fisher spending a lot of time with those runners. Next pitch, chopper right at shortstop through the glove of Jagger Mitchell. He thought he had it. I think that's going to be an error. And then a missed pickup by Casey Perriman. That puts both runners in scoring position. Luckily, Cade Gamble holds up at third. And Gage Easton, excuse me. We've got a Easton Calmer and a Gage Easton on this Maroon team. Reaches on the air. Chris Billings, the pitcher, left-handed batter, 2 up. And they are going to pitch run Gage Easton. I don't have a full roster for Maroon, but I believe I might have that number. First pitch, chopper right at Brendan Thompson. Go over to Gus Allred. Third out, so Evanston is able to get out of this one. A 4-3 put out ends the inning. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on base, and 1 strikeout for Ryan Fisher. It's 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're going to the bottom of the 4th after this on a First Bank presentation of Post 41 Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
The 3-4-5 hitters due up for Evanston. It'll be Ryan Fisher, Jagger Mitchell, and Gus Allred. Ryan, as we keep talking about throughout the weekend, came into the weekend with the highest batting average in the West. Let's double check that really quick. But highest batting average in the West at .419. Number 1 batting average in the state currently in the AA region is Justice Reese out of Sheridan with a .524, tied with Caleb Eaton out of Laramie with .524. Both of them with only 21 at-bats. Ryan Fisher and Mason Powell, with Mason Powell at 57 at-bats, batting .439. Ryan Fisher right behind him at 43 with .439. So if you were to take the requirements and make it 40 at-bats, Fisher would be number 2 to Mason Powell. Cheyenne's Big Hurt, as our friend Chris Brentel calls him, over in Gillette. First pitch at Fisher, swing and a miss for strike 1. Chris Billings sets at the face, steps off the mound. Tall left-handed pitcher. He doesn't look like he would overpower a lot of guys, but he looks to have a cannon out there tonight. Our broadcast also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Blood work, dietary supplements, and a weight loss program. That's Hoover Chiropractic at 545 Cheyenne Drive, Evanston. Line drive into left field by Ryan Fisher, and that's a base hit. The left fielder, Jethro Johnson, fumbles the pickup. Looks like he tried to pick it up with his glove, but didn't scoop it up. And Ryan Fisher is on with a leadoff single. Maybe first time, I believe, that Evanston has gotten on with a leadoff single. Yes, it is. Jagger Mitchell flew out to left field his previous plate appearance back in the second. Will be due up. Gus Allred, who is 1 for 1 on deck. Evanston trails 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Trying to figure out Chris Billings, who has pitched 3 innings, no runs, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. Chucks the runner at first. The pitch. Jagger fouls off the first one into the back screen for strike one. Keep an eye on that third base line if you're watching on mylocalradio.com. Jagger loves to line it along there. And if he can do that with the real estate there is between Jethro Johnson and the line, that could be a big hit. The 0-1. Inside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jagger Mitchell. Jagger leads the team in RBIs with 15. Throw back to first to check up on Fisher. He's also got a .413 average. Ryan Fisher tops on the team with .419 coming into the weekend. Number 2 was Jordan Schneider with .414, and then Jagger Mitchell with .413. The pitch, high and in for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jagger. Chris Billings has not allowed a walk yet. The left hand southpaw has been brilliant for Lone Peak Maroon. Next pitch, outside, and it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Jagger Mitchell trying to work the first walk off of Chris Billings, and this would be the first time that Evanston has 2 batters in a row get on all game. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch, down the middle, fouled along the third base line. He was looking to do some damage with that one. If he can just get it to hug on the right side of that third base line, that could cause some trouble for Lone Peak Maroon. Evanston trailing 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Bottom of the 4th, nobody down. Runner on first is Fisher. Jagger pops it high into shallow center right field. Running up to make the grab is Parker DeYoung, the center fielder, for out number 1. Here's Gus Allred, who singled back in the 2nd inning. He's 1 for 1, and then was thrown out on a fielder's choice on his way to second. 1 down with 1 on. Left-handed batter. The only left-handed bat in the Evanston lineup tonight. Chris Billings, left-handed pitcher. First offering. Just outside for ball 1. Light starting to come on here at Ross Kesterson Field. The next pitch, chopped up foul, and it's 1-1. This one going into behind the berm, behind the home plate. We have just hit the hour mark, ladies and gentlemen, and we are already almost through the 4th inning, unless Evanston can extend it big time. And they do need to. They're down 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Billings, 1-1. Down in the dirt, good stop by Gage Easton to keep Ryan Fisher at first. Chris Billings holds the glove at his face. The ball behind his back, leaning in, getting the sign. Sets at around the chest. Throw back to first to check up on Fisher. Chris Billings, a left-handed pitcher, so he faces the first base bag. All he has to do is take a step over, and that can fool some base runners, but Fisher's back in time. The pitch, Fisher's going. Called strike, but Fisher has a good enough jump that he steals second, and he is in scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike, according to the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Pitch hits him in the shoulder, and he is off to first. So a hit batsman puts Gus Allred on for the 2nd time tonight. Clayton Moyles, who reached on a fielder's choice, due up. Left-handed thrower, but he bats right-handed. Runs over to the ball dispenser to hand the umpire behind the plate a new set. And now you got runners on first and second for the Evanston Outlaws. 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, Evanston trails 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Tying run on deck in the form of Brendan Thompson. Clayton steps into the right-handed batter's box, and the left-handed Billings will go to work. Checks the runner at second. High leg kick and delivers. Tried to lay down a bunt Moyles, but it actually goes high. And it hit the umpire around the knee. He's calling the pitcher over. Probably just saying, hey, no hard feelings. One thing I've noticed is this particular umpire, I wish I knew his name. He's very vocal out there. Walking a little gingerly back behind the plate. Billings sets around at the chest. High leg kick and delivers. Inside and high for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Union Wireless at 148 Front Street in Evanston. Call 888-926-2273. Treating you like a neighbor, not a number. The 1-1 outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 fouled into the fence behind home plate. And it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brendan Thompson and Clayton Moyles both played a, are you getting it? I getting it? Are you getting it? I'm getting it. Clayton ended up getting it. Kind of underhand tosses it to the umpire who barehands it. Points at Billings, says you're on. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Outside, full counts. This could be a big at-bat. Evanston trails by 4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 4-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. They've made Billings work more this inning than they have all game. The full count delivery outside, and the bases are loaded after the walk. Clayton Moyles works a 1-out walk. And the tying run at the plate in the form of Brendan Thompson, who went to third unassisted. Timeout called by Coach Zach Hales. He goes in there and talks to Billings. Action going on in the Lone Peak Maroon bullpen. So we'll see what happens with this. They will let Billings go out there to face Brendan Thompson. His first at bat ended the second inning, the bottom of the second inning, when he grounded out to Hunter Cathy, the first baseman. Brendan comes in number 2 on the team in RBIs with 14 coming into this weekend. Trailed Jagger Mitchell by 1. He's got a big chance here. First pitch to Thompson. Fly ball into right field, and it's out of play. With 1 down, you can put the sac fly strategy in play right here. Their 1 out came when Jagger Mitchell flew out to center field. Big chance for Evanston. Bases loaded, 1 down. The 0-1 outside, and it's 1-1. Hank Allred on deck, getting his practice swings in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded. Fisher on third. The pitch chopped up high and over the press box for strike 2. Gus Allred on second, and Clayton Moyles on first. Fisher got on via a single to lead off the inning. Gus Allred was hit by a pitch, and Clayton Moyles worked the walk. The pitch, chopper at the third baseman. They're going to throw to home, gets the force out. So a fielder's choice for Brendan Thompson. He reaches. Bases still are loaded for Hank Allred. He is 0 for 4 in the season thus far. So not a lot of plate appearances. Brendan Thompson on first, Clayton Moyles on second, and Gus Allred on third. 2 down. Evanston trails by 4. First pitch to Allred. High for ball 1. Big chance. We've seen Evanston take advantage of these opportunities, and we've seen them let them slip away. We'll see what happens tonight as Allred fouls it into the screen behind home plate for Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. They've really made Billings work in this one. He's thrown 57 pitches in the game thus far. Next one down Broadway. Fastball for strike 1. Or 2, excuse me. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Evanston trying not to let this opportunity slip away. Lefty versus righty. The 1-2. Outside and in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's still early in this game, but this at-bat feels like it could loom large over the final result. Tying run at the plate. 2-2. Fouled off, and it's still going to be 2-2 right now. Hank Allred in a battle. Gus Allred standing 90 feet away, trying to be Evanston's first run. The 2-2. Down the center, and down goes Hank Allred looking. So Chris Billings works out of a jam. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 3 left on base for the Evanston Outlaws. It's still 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're headed to the 5th inning after this on a First Bank presentation of Post 41 Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
When someone says sleep apnea, it usually conjures up stereotype images. This is Dr. Jonathan Morgan. The fact is that sleep apnea affects people of all ages and occurs when there is an involuntary pause of breath during sleep. Are you always tired? At Arrowhead Dental, we offer oral appliance therapy as an effective, non-invasive treatment for certain types of sleep apnea. Schedule an appointment to take a simple in-home test. Visit arrowheaddentalwy.com today.
A pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
The Outlaws get what they want, and that's bases loaded, but they leave them stranded as we head into the 5th inning. It's 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston trailing Lone Peak Maroon. Remember this Lone Peak program, one of the tops in Utah 6A baseball. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties as Ryan Fisher just picked off Tim Woosley, who got on via the leadoff single. Before I was notified that the mic was not working, I was talking about Lone Peak and how they are one of the top programs in Utah 6A. Lost in the state finals last year, 5-4. Had the opponent pulled up, but I have since closed that window. Jethro Johnson with 2 down as Evanston's trying to get out of this 5th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. Apologies for the off-air mic. The 1-1 on the way. Outside for strike 2. That one catches the outside corner of the window. Jethro Johnson appears to be not too happy with that call. As he steps in, the 1 ball, 2 strike count. Here it comes. Fly ball into center field. Casey Perriman running over to his right, makes the grab for out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit and no errors. It's still 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston going to try to cut into that gap. Evanston going to try to cut into that gap in the bottom of the 5th on a First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com and the Big Dog.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
The Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
It was a 1-2-3 inning for the Evanston Outlaws. I'm going to do a quick recap since we had that technical difficulty, the operator error on the mic. Tim Woosley comes up. He singles to lead off the inning. Caden Hodson flies out to center field to Casey Perriman. Tim Woosley is then picked off of first for out number 2, and then Jethro Johnson flies out to center field to end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Evanston Outlaws as we go into the 5th inning. Leading it off will be Jaden Schneider, who struck out looking his first time up. First pitch, checks his swing, and they will say he went around for strike 1. Actually, really no check there. It just kind of went all the way through it. The 0-1 from Chris Billings, who goes out to start inning number 5 of work. Pitch, fastball right down the middle for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The first pitch of this game was thrown at 6:40 p.m., and we are only an hour and 17 minutes over that. The 0-2, down low in the dirt for ball 1. After this, it'll be Kendall Cummings and Casey Perriman due up here in the 5th. Cummings 1 for 2. As a swing and a miss, down goes Jaden Schneider, this time strikeout swinging. That is strikeout number 5 for Chris Billings. Kendall Cummings, who singled last time up back in the 3rd, kind of helped things get going a little bit. Evanston still needs to get that first run across the plate. Billings sets the glove in front of his face. Left-handed pitcher. Delivers to Cummings. He swings and it hits the umpire. That had to smart. I don't know if it was the ball that caught him or if it was the swing that caught him. But either way, this ump has been beaten up. He took one off of the knee earlier, and now he is getting worked on this one. He just said to the crowd, that hurt. He's kind of dragging that leg around. The shadow's starting to set in a little bit here. As Kendall Cummings steps back in, no balls, 1 strike. Chris Billings, the left-handed pitcher, off the mound with his glove hand at his right shoulder, excuse me. Sets in front of his face. Kicks and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Kendall Cummings out in front of a breaking ball. And now Kendall trying to avoid the strikeout. He hasn't struck out yet. As a matter of fact, every base plate appearance he's had, he's ended up on base. The 0-2 fouled off by Cummings. He'll stay alive. Reached on an error on the shortstop, the second baseman, then was picked off. Then reached on a single back in the 3rd. Here we are in the 5th. Casey Perriman should be on deck, but I actually see number 17 for Connor Peterson in the on-deck circle. The 0-2. Fouled off again. Second straight foul ball. So Connor Peterson standing on deck. Will hit for Perriman. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 straight foul balls by Cummings. Next one in the dirt, and that's ball 1. That one hit well before the batter's box, as the breaking ball just broke way too quickly, way too fast. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Top of the 5th, lefty versus righty. Line drive into shallow right field. It drops. Another base hit for Kendall Cummings. He battled back. And that'll bring up Connor Peterson in what looks like a brand new white batting helmet. We made comments about that yesterday. So Peterson will bat in the number 2 spot in place of Casey Perriman. First pitch to Connor. High for ball 1. The 1-0 fouled off by Connor, and he's trying to make something happen. Connor Peterson comes into this weekend with a .268 average. 11 hits and 8 RBIs, striking out 9 times. The delivery. Fly ball into shallow right field, hooking foul and out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Connor Peterson. Ryan Fisher is indeed on the on-deck circle. He is 1 for 2. Peterson stepping up pretty close to the plate. Left-handed pitcher Chris Billings delivers. Runners on the move, and the ball is high. That puts Kendall Cummings over on second. So Kendall steals second, and the runner's in scoring position. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. High and outside for ball 3. Full count. Connor Peterson trying to get on base any way he can. Nobody down. Actually, 1 down. Excuse me. I forgot about the strikeout by Jaden Schneider to lead off the inning. My apologies. Runner on second. Kendall Cummings after the single, and he stole second. Pitch in the dirt, and that's going to send Kendall Cummings over to third. And runners on the corners. Connor Peterson works a walk. Runners on the corners, and a big chance for the Outlaws as Ryan Fisher, who's 1 for 2, singled his last time up. The pitch count for Chris Billings has now eclipsed Ryan Fisher. Ryan was down for a while in that, but now Fisher, through 5 innings, has thrown 73. Through 4 1/3, Billings has thrown 77. They lead at 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, but Evanston starting to build some momentum. You can kind of feel it building here at the field. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Superior Rental. They're a rental shop with an on-site mechanic, so everything is in good working order when you pick it up. That's Superior Rental and the gun room. First pitch outside in the dirt for ball 1. Superior Rental in the gun room at 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston. Pressure washers, trimmers, tillers, mowers, including those fancy zero-turn lawnmowers. Great place to get your industrial equipment. The 1-0. Fly ball into center field. Camped out under it is Easton Comer. He makes the catch. Tagging. They thought about tagging up and sending him, but a throw by Comer holds Kendall Cummings. Here's Jagger Mitchell with 2 down and runners on the corners. Another big opportunity from Evanston, hoping to take advantage of it. Gus Allred on deck if we get there. But what a throw by Comer, who makes the catch and immediately deals it in there to hold Kendall Cummings from scoring. Runners on the corners, 2 down to Jagger Mitchell, the RBI leader on this Outlaws team. Fly ball into left field. It's hooking, and gone! No, it's not gone. It jumped short of the fence. That's going to be 1 run scored. Second run is coming home, and it's a 2-run RBI double by Jagger Mitchell. Sorry for the gone call. It looked like it cleared it, but it just hit the fence. 2-run RBI double by Jagger Mitchell, and it is a brand new ball game. Connor Peterson scores and Kendall Cummings scores. 4-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Jagger Mitchell with a 2-out, 2-run RBI double. It looked like it went out. It looked like it could have. He hits that one about 5 feet more, and it's a 1-run ball game. But now Jagger in scoring position to Gus Allred. First one in the dirt. Jagger with the speed. Anything past Gage Easton, the catcher, and he's at third. Gus Allred. He's 1 for 1, actually. He got a single and was hit by a pitch so far in this one. Evanston trying to pull off the comeback yet again. The 1-0 fouled across the first base line. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Jagger's got the speed that I think even a single could score him and make this a 1-run ball game. Big opportunity again for Evanston. The pitch. Chopper right at the second baseman. Throw to first. Is it going to be in time? No! He legs out a single. What a great run by Gus Allred. His second single of the game. And Jagger Mitchell goes to third. Runners on the corners. Go-ahead run at the plate in the form of Clayton Moyles, who worked a walk last time he was up. He's 0 for 1 as he reached on a fielder's choice his first at-bat and then worked the walk. Jagger Mitchell standing on third. Gus Allred on first after legging out an infield single. Great play. Zach Hales, the manager for Maroon, comes out. We'll see if he decides to end the night for Chris Billings. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Union Wireless. Wireless speed so fast you'll see stars. Visit unionwireless.com. And by mylocalradio.com. Local radio just for you. Local and regional news, weather, job listings, giveaways, and contests. And as you can see right now, live regional sports. And the Evanston Outlaws trying to complete the comeback. They went down 4-0. They've scored 2 runs. Jaden Schneider struck out to start the 5th. And then Kendall Cummings singled. Connor Peterson pitch hit for Casey Perriman. He works a walk. Ryan Fisher flew out to right field. And then Jagger Mitchell with Cummings on third and Peterson on first hits a 2-run RBI double that looked like it went over the fence. I think we might be seeing a new pitcher for Maroon. It's going to be Easton Comer who comes in from right field. It may just be a straight switch. So Easton Comer, number 14, it looks like he's going to take the ball. Yes, he is. Tall right-hander. And we can start to close the book on Chris Billings. He goes 4 2/3 innings pitched. He allows 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Can't talk about runs yet, but we can talk about things such as walks. I've got 1 walk, 2 walks, and 4, 5 strikeouts. 1 hit batsman and no homers. We'll see what happens with the runs and earned runs. Right now, it's 1, 2 runs, and all of them earned. But he is responsible for Jagger Mitchell on third and Gus Allred on first. Clayton Moyles will be the first pitcher or first hitter to face Easton Comer, righty versus righty. Clayton, he's reached on a fielder's choice back in the second and drew a walk back in the fourth. Evanston trying to build that momentum up. But the number one thing that they did was cut into that deficit early, which is the key to comebacks. When you go down by 4, and you could feel the momentum start to shift, and then Jagger Mitchell, the team leader in RBIs, does what he does best. It's an RBI double. 2 runs come in to score. Honestly, that ball looked like it just tags the fence and had a chance to be a 1-run game, but it stays in. As Comer gets ready to go to work. And it looks like Chris Billings will now go to first, which means Hunter Cathy is probably over in right. Clayton Moyles will face Easton Comer. First pitch. Misses for a ball. Runners on the corners, 2 down, top or bottom of the 5th. 4-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Evanston has scored 2 runs on the RBI double by Jagger Mitchell. He stands on third. Next pitch to Clayton. High for ball 2. Evanston trying to get their first win in this tournament. They lost 9-8 to Layton. And then lost a game that really is much closer than it sounds, 12-0 to Lone Peak Black. It was much closer than it sounds, as that was a 4-0 lead, like what we saw here, going into the 7th inning, and then the wheels just kind of fell off as Lone Peak Black put up 3 innings. The 3-1 just outside zone for strike. Clayton thought he was taking a walk and that the bases were loaded. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss at an off-speed one. And it's a full count, 2 down. Comer has worked his way back from a 3-0 count against Evanston batter Clayton Moyles. The pitch. Inside. Clayton's taking a walk and the bases are loaded for Brendan Thompson. Brendan Thompson. He is 0 for 2. Ground out to first and reached on a fielder's choice back in the 4th. Big chance here for Brendan. He is the second highest RBI numbers on the team. Jagger Mitchell, the leader, got the 2. First pitch to Brendan. Outside zone for strike 1. Brendan was robbed of a few base hits last night against Lone Peak Black. He laced one into right center. The right fielder made a diving catch to stop him, and then his next at-bat lined it right at the pitcher. He put the glove up to stop it. Next pitch in the dirt. Brendan Thompson gives the stop sign to Jagger Mitchell. Bases loaded for Evanston, 2 down, bottom of the 5th. They trail by 2. Jagger Mitchell on third, Gus Allred on second, and Clayton Moyles on first. It's a brand new ball game coming into the 5th inning. It was 4-0. Lone Peak Maroon. Evanston put up 2 runs thanks to a 2-run RBI double by Jagger Mitchell. The number 1 guy in that statistic for Evanston with 15 RBIs coming into the weekend. He's got a lot more now. Was absolutely clutch and is the lead candidate for Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. Brendan Thompson, though, could help Evanston to the lead with a swing of his bat. The speed over on second, that is Gus Allred. A single could put Evanston on top. Or, sorry, it could tie it up. You've also got speed and Clayton Moyles at first. All depends on where Brendan Thompson puts this ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Calmer, right-handed pitcher. Thompson, right-handed batter outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Evanston trying to mount the comeback. Down by 2. The 2-2. Up high. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Bases loaded. Jagger headed for home. Pitch is outside corner, 4 strike 2. Full count. Here we go. 2 down. Runners on all bases. You've got Jagger Mitchell on third, Gus Allred on second, and Clayton Moyles on first. The full count. Runners moving. 2 down. And it's high. Jagger Mitchell walks in, and it's an RBI for Brendan Thompson. So Jagger scores, and that'll go against Chris Billings' ledger. Gus Allred, the remaining runner out there, as Brendan Thompson works the walk to get the RBI. Here comes Hank Allred. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Conference at the home plate between, looks like 2 Lone Peak coaches, and the umpire and Coach Chad Thompson. Second umpire making his way in there. Jason Mitchell, the second coach for Evanston, now going into it as Coach Thompson walks away. It's 4-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston starting the comeback. They trail by 1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Elan OLLIFF here bringing you the exciting action on a beautiful Saturday night. .64 degrees. Wind at 13 miles an hour, but honestly, it does not look very windy out there on the diamond at all. Conversations going on between the 2 coaching staffs. It breaks up, and now Hank Allred with a golden opportunity to put Evanston either on top or tie this game up. Hank Allred looking for his first hit of the season. He's 0 for 5 this season. First pitch. Down the middle for strike 1. Calmer delivers. High, and it's off of his mitt. Rolling to the backstop. Is the game going to be tied? Slide at home. What's the call? Safe. He's safe. Gus Allred has tied the game up on heads-up base running. It's a close play at the home. The umpire calls safe. Protest coming from the other side. The Lone Peak Maroon and Evanston has tied this game up. Four all on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. All the runners advanced on the passed ball. Pitch outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on second and third. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Evanston has tied this one up. Calmer, the right-hander, versus Allred, the right-hander. The pitch. Down in the dirt. Good snag there by Gage Easton. If that gets past him, Clayton Moyles is coming home and Evanston's got the lead. Full count, 2 outs. Can he work the walk? Here comes the pitch. Popped up high and foul across the back fence. Evanston came into the inning trailing by 4, and they've tied it up thanks to a RBI double, 2-run RBI double by Jagger Mitchell. Full count offering. Grounder right up the middle towards the pitcher. Calmer underhands it to first baseman Chris Billings for the out. So that ends the inning, and Evanston back in this one. 4 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits, and no errors. Evanston ties it up on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. It's 4 all heading to the 6th inning on a First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Ellingford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Ryan Fisher goes out there for inning number 6 of work, and now he's got a chance to improve that 2-1 record that he carries into this matchup. The Evanston Outlaws have tied it after 4 runs scored in the 5th inning, and now they're going to be looking to take the lead and hold this Lone Peak Maroon team to no runs here. Leading off will be Hunter Cathy. I believe he's the new right fielder. Oh, no, that's number 2. It's a left-handed batter. We didn't get a full roster from Lone Peak Maroon, as the first pitch is taken for a strike. The 0-1 misses, 4 ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Right now trying to locate who this new batter may be for Lone Peak. Gonna have to go on Game Changer, the app that everybody's keeping their stats on to figure it out. The 1-1 just misses for ball 2. Next pitch, strike for a strike looking. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And they don't have a number for him either. They just have number 2. So apologies, but we do not have a name for this batter. The pitch. Outside for a ball. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Fisher, 78 pitches thus far. It should be Hunter Cathy, who's number 22, but they have number 2 in here, and we don't have a name for them. He's not listed on any of their rosters. Chopper right at Brendan Thompson. It swallows him up, picks it up, throw back in time. Does he make it? No! The Outlaw dugout is not happy with that call. Coach Thompson is going out there, and he's going to have a word with the field umpire. Parker DeYoung is who I have next up, but we'll see if it is, and it is DeYoung. Thompson just has a quick word with the umpire, comes back in. And DeYoung, who's 0 for 2, he's popped out to the shortstop and struck out. Throw back to first to check up on the new base runner, number 2, and it's in time to, or he's back in time. Fisher delivering his first pitch to DeYoung. Inside, he had to lift his foot out of the way for that one. Almost got it. Top of the 6th inning. Evanston has tied it up in the bottom of the 5th. Runner on, though, for Lone Peak Maroon. Fisher delivers. That one in the zone for strike 1. It's fastball. One ball, 1 strike. DeYoung showing bunt. Throw back to first. Got him! He got him! The second pickoff by a Lone Peak Maroon player. And he's picked off. My goodness, that's the second pickoff by Ryan Fisher. Good job by him, and that's 1 down, bases empty. Parker DeYoung, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 2. Fisher has not allowed a run since the 3rd inning. The 1-2. Liner right at Jagger Mitchell. Hopper, he fields it, kicks it over to Allred for out number 2. Cade Gamble, the second baseman. He is 2 for 3. He's got an RBI double and a single on his ledger today. Left-handed batter, so he steps into the left-handed side of the batter's box. 2 down. Evanston, tie ball game. Here on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Elan Off bringing the action live from Ross Kesterson Field here in Evanston, Wyoming, where the Outlaws trying to punch their ticket for that 3rd place game. I think either way they're going, but now they want that win. First pitch inside to Gamble for ball 1. As long as Evanston did not lose this game by 14, they would be the number 4 team. But if they get the win, they'll be the number 3 team. The 1-0 down for ball 2 in the dirt. Hank Allred has not been getting enough credit for how well he's been stopping balls tonight. Doing a great job behind the plate. The 2-0 from Fisher, fouled off by Gamble. Gamble grounded out to the second baseman to lead off the game. Then got a RBI double in the second, and then in the 4th, got a single, reach third, but did not score. The 2-1, high and outside for ball 3. Ryan Fisher has thrown 87 pitches. According to American Legion rules, the top pitch count he can throw is 105. So he's still looking good. The pitch. Right down Broadway for strike 2. Good fastball. Full count, 2 down. Ryan Fisher looking for strikeout number 3 of the game. Can he get it? Takes his glove off his hand, wipes it around, puts the glove back on, sets at the belt, shakes off one side from Allred. Here it comes, the full count offering, and it's in the dirt inside for a walk. That is walk number 2 on the day for Allred. Here's Easton Comer, the new pitcher, taking over for Chris Billings. Easton 1 for 3 with a 2-run RBI single. First pitch in there for strike 1. Top of the 6th inning, Evanston has tied Lone Peak Maroon 4-4. Throw back to first to try to get another pickoff as he picked off Hunter Cathy. Actually, no, it was number 2. Hunter Cathy no longer in the lineup. Pickoff number 2. We don't have his name on our roster, so tragically throw back to first to check up on Gamble. Right-handed batter, Easton Comer, waiting for pitch number 2 and an 0-1 count. First, or next one, inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Evanston has tied it up 4-all on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Fisher sets at the belt, checks the runner. Taking his time, time called. Something was going on with one of their timing, either Fisher on the mound or Comer at the plate. Here comes the 1-1, inside zone for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on. Cade Gamble on first. He got via a walk. The pitch. Nope, time, no pitch. So time called by Comer as Allred was able to get that pitch in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, top of the 6th inning, 4-all on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Throw back to first to check up on Gamble. Fisher just keeping Gamble close to first. The 1-2. Line drive into right field. That's going to drop for a hit. They're sending Gamble to third, and it's runners on the corners. No, the throw to third is over. He overthrows it. Schneider can't get it. No, wait, hold on. Something's up. Oh, they're going to call interference. It looks like Cade Gamble scores, and they're going to, I believe they're calling base runner interference for shoving the throw. Gamble is extremely mad. Throws his batting gloves, throws his batting helmet, and the Lone Peak Maroon team is not happy with this. They thought they had the lead. Gamble running to home, pointing his number 1 finger in the air, and things are not friendly here at the diamond over that call. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have the bottom of the 6th inning. Right now, it's 4-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, heading towards the bottom of the 6th on a first make presentation of Evanston Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog.
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project finished just right. The LittlestWoodShop.com offers tutorials on Facebook to teach you new techniques and fun ideas for crafting. Follow us on Facebook so you're notified each time we post a new tutorial. Plus, get all your supplies for each project at thelittleswoodshop.com. We sell individual project supplies, kits for group projects, and we sell bulk wholesale crafting supplies. Visit thelittleswoodshop.com today.
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center gives you access to 3 amazing weight rooms. As a serious weightlifter, you can accomplish all your goals of bulking and maximizing with our complete lines of Precor, Hoist, and Troy free weight equipment. If your weightlifting is more focused on firming, toning, core, and muscle strength, then you'll enjoy the Cybex equipment weight room. Don't wait another minute to reach your weight training goals. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
And it's getting a little bit hostile here between Lone Peak and Evanston. Lone Peak incredulous with that call. The call is interference. The call is Cade Gamble pushing the Evanston player, I believe Jordan Schneider, off of the bag, interfering with him catching the throw. And now they're talking about it. Gamble out there now pleading his cases with the umpire, and the umpires say, no, we saw a push, so that's how it's going. Also some interesting stuff happening here in the stands at Ross Kesterson Field. And you can bet that this is not over yet. Evanston's going to have the top of the order due up. Jaden Schneider struck out. I believe he struck out to end the last inning. But he's out there with a bat in hand, so we'll see what's about to happen here. And as Calmer still out there for his, let's see, he pitched a third of an inning. Yes, so Hank Allred lined out to end the inning, and now Jaden Schneider will lead it off. He led up. This will be the second inning in a row that he's led off. Right now, conversation at the plate between the catcher, Gage Easton, and the umpire, still talking about that interference call. It's 4-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard heading into the bottom of the 6th. And tempers finally cooling down as Calmer sets and delivers. First pitch outside for ball 1. Calmer, a right-handed pitcher, of course, facing off against Jaden Schneider, a right-handed batter. Pitch down low for ball 2. The entire Lone Peak team was out of the dugout, absolutely furious with that call, and one could understand why, as the next pitch is down the pipe for strike 1. Anytime a call like that goes against you, it is very frustrating and disappointing. However, the call is the call, and we move on to the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jaden Schneider. Jaden has struck out both times, avoiding the hat trick. Swing and a miss. And that's 3 strikeouts. And an eruption from the third base dugout. That is the home of the Lone Peak Maroon squad. Here comes Kendall Cummings. He is 2 for 3. Singled his last 2 at bats and really got things rolling. First pitch to Kendall. Outside for ball 1. Kendall Cummings, Connor Peterson on deck. The delivery fouled off for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Kendall Cummings. 1 down after the strikeout of Jaden Schneider. Calmer kicks and deals. Low and outside on a breaking ball for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. First pitch was at 6:40. We are almost at that 2-hour mark, so this actually might be the final inning right here. Well, actually, if Evanston scores, it would be the final inning. But if not, we would have to play an extra inning type situation, as no inning can start after the 2-hour mark. The pitch. Line drive into right field, but foul. First pitch was thrown at 6:40, and we are at 8:39. So we are at 1 hour, 59 minutes. So a new inning cannot start if Evanston takes the lead here. So a chance to walk it off for the Outlaws. The pitch fouled into the back screen, and it's now it's still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kicks and deals. Chopper in front of the pitcher's mound, fielded by Comer, throw to first, hits the ground and out of the glove. They're sending Kendall Cummings to second. Nope, Coach Mitchell says, never mind, stay there in Evanston at 8:39. Let's see, 2-hour time limit or 7 inning. No inning may start after the time limit is called. So we are at the 2-hour limit right now, and the winning run is on for the Red Devils in the form of Kendall Cummings after the E1. Connor Peterson, he worked a walk, pops that pitch over the shortstop, gloves hands it over to second to get the lead runner, and that's out number 2 on the fielder's choice. Ryan Fisher, he is 1 for 3 with a single back in the 4th, a pop out to the first baseman in the 1st, and a fly out to right back in the 5th. Jagger Mitchell on deck. He's the one that really got things going. First pitch to Fish. Down the pipe for strike 1. Checks the runner at first. Winning run on. The pitch. Outside. Good snag by Gage Easton. Winning run in the form of Connor Peterson, who reached thanks to a fielder's choice that cut down Kendall Cummings on his way to second. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th, but the 2-hour time limit has reached. And according to the rules that I have here is the 1-1 goes high for ball 2, that no inning may start after the time limit unless it is tied. And after that, we'll go into tie-breaking rules if needed. Checks the runner at first, Comer. Deals. High, and it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Ryan Fisher trying to work the runner into the winning run into scoring position. At least according to the rules that I have, as we've reached the 2-hour limit. The 3-1 outside corner for strike 2. Full count, 2 down. Tie ball game in the 6th inning. According to the rules, we have reached the 2-hour time limit, so we would go into an extra innings type situation as Fisher fouls off the full count offering. Evanston down by 4 and scored 4 in the 5th, trying to complete the comeback in regulation. Comer checks the runner on first. The delivery to Fisher. Fly ball into left field. Retreating back is Jethro Johnson. Makes the grab at the track. And we are going to a 7th inning. And an eruption from the Lone Peak crowd. We're going to step aside. We'll have the 7th inning after this on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Baseball, MyLocalRadio.com, and the Big Dog.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
The time limit has been reached, but we have not reached the 7th inning, so we're going to find out right now if we're going to be going into our tie-breaking rules. It's 4-4 in a very interesting and exciting game. According to the rules that I have here, 2-hour time limit or 7 innings. No inning may start after the time limit is called. If a game is tied at the end of the time limit, by the way, our time started at 6:40 and we are at 8:44. If the game is tied at the end of the time limit or at the end of 7 innings, we will go to California tie-breaking rule. Last person out is put on second base with 1 out, and then we will continue this until a winner is decided. And they are sending a runner to second with 1 out. So here we go, California tiebreaker rule. Last person out is on second with 1 out. So Evanston just needs to get 2 outs. So Gage Easton will be the first batter. So they're putting Comer on second, I believe, or would it be Gamble? Either way, 1 out. Here we go. 93 pitches thrown by Ryan Fisher. He's got to try to get out of this inning quickly. He can only throw 12 more. Checks the runner in second. The first pitch. Inside the zone, and it looked like he called a strike, and he did. 1 ball, no strikes. Gage Easton reached on an error, lined out, and reached on an error in his 3 plate appearances. The pitch. Line, a little hopper right at Jagger Mitchell. Throw to first. Got him. 4 out. Number 2. So a 6-3 put out, and now here's Chris Billings. Left-handed batter with 2 down. As with the California tiebreakers, we are in extra innings technically as the 2-hour time limit expired and it was tied. Runner at last person out is at second with 1 out. So Evanston only needs to get 2 outs. 2 down, the pitch. High and outside to the left-handed Chris Billings for ball 1. An exciting, intense game happening here. Next pitch, high for ball 2. Only 9 more pitches that Ryan Fisher can throw. When Evanston is up in the bottom of the 7th, they'll have Ryan Fisher over on second with 1 down. Jagger Mitchell and Gus Allred due up for the Outlaws. So a good chance there. The pitch popped up into shallow left field, running up and can't make the grab, and the run scores. Easton Comer will score on the RBI single to shallow left by Chris Billings. Two down, and it's 5-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Tim Woosley due up. 1 for 3. Sorry, 1 for 2 as he walked. First pitch. Line drive into center field. That's going to drop, and Maroon goes station to station. .98 pitches thrown by Ryan Fisher, and that sends up Caden Hodson. Lined out to the second baseman his first at-bat in the second, and then in the third got a single, and then flew out to center field back in the 5th. Checks the runner at second. Throw. In the zone for strike 1. 2 down, 1 strike, no balls. Runners on first and second. You've got Billings, who put Lone Peak Maroon on top with an RBI single at second, and Tim Woosley at third. Sidearm, 1-0-1 delivery, low and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Exciting game happening here as Evanston crawled back into it, and then Lone Peak just took the lead here in extra innings. Checks the runner at second. Time called by Hodson. Fisher on the mound. Can only throw 5 more pitches before his night is done. 2 down, 1 ball, 1 strike. Needs to get out of this inning, and Evanston can come back maybe. Ground ball right at Gus Allred. He gets it. He's going to take it unassisted, and Evanston's going to the bottom of the 7th. So an unassisted ground out to Allred at first base, and 1 run on 2 hits. It's 5-4. Evanston has to put up 1 run in order to keep this one going. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome to the bottom of the 7th on this First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog. Elan Off bringing you the exciting action from the most exciting game of the year. Extra innings as Evanston and Lone Peak Maroon were tied at the end of the 2-hour limit. And we go into tiebreaker extra inning rules, meaning the last person out, which was Ryan Fisher, goes on second with 1 out. And that's how we'll do this. Lone Peak scored in the top of the 7th, so Evanston has to score to keep alive. Jagger, Mitchell, Gus Allred, and Clayton Moyles, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, due up for the Evanston Outlaws. Last time Jagger was up, it was a 2-run RBI double. Fisher takes his lead off of second. Easton Calmer still the pitcher. First pitch to Mitchell, outside for ball 1. Ryan Fisher, last man out, so he automatically goes to second to expedite the tiebreaker. Fly ball into left field. Back goes Johnson, and it is off the fence. Here comes Fisher. They're waving him home. The throw home, and it is not going to be in time. Evanston has tied it up, and Jagger Mitchell, the winning run on third. Jagger Mitchell does it again. An RBI triple. My goodness, moves like Jagger indeed. And now, with only 1 down, Gus Allred just needs to drive it into the outfield. Nope, they're going to walk him. An intentional walk. Clayton Moyles. Now with runners on the corners, they're waving him as well, and the bases will be loaded for Brendan Thompson. He's 0 for 3. But you know what? He is the second highest RBI man on the team. A big chance for Brendan Thompson. The game is tied, and we will have an 8th inning. My goodness. Evanston with 1 down, bases loaded. A base hit or a fly ball into the outfield will win this game for Evanston, and they'll do it in walk-off fashion and clinch the number 3 spot. According to my quick calculations, that's all unofficial. Calmer, the first offering. Outside for ball 1. Brendan Thompson got an RBI by working a walk back in the 5th. Same situation, and it's a game winner. The 0-1. Fly ball. And this one is caught by the catcher. And Brendan Thompson slams his bat on the ground. It was caught in foul territory over by the first base dugout. So he pops out to the catcher. Whew. It's getting crazy. Hank Allred, 0 for 3 with 2 down. Jagger Mitchell tied the ball game up with an RBI triple that scored Ryan Fisher. We will have an 8th inning. First pitch to Hank. Outside for a ball. Lone Peak wanted that one, but Evanston's got it. Next pitch. Outside for ball 2. A walk would win it as the bases are loaded after Gus Allred and Clayton Moyles were both intentionally walked after Mitchell tripled. Next pitch inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Clayton Moyles trying to work a walk to walk it off for the Evanston Outlaws. 3-0. Easton Calmer, righty versus righty. The delivery. Inside. No, inside corner. Evanston just thought they walked it off on a walk, and it's a strikeout. 3 balls, 1 strike. I thought they just walked it off on a walk. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch from Calmer. Inside, Evanston wins on a walk-off walk. Jagger Mitchell takes off his hat and throws it up into the air. Evanston wins in extra innings, 5-6. Hank Allred, who is 0 for 3, works the walk-off walk and gets the game-winning RBI. The Evanston Outlaws finish the tournament, full play of the tournament, 1-3, or 1-3. And I think that'll be good enough for 3rd place. Evanston goes to the first base line and doffs their caps to Lone Peak. Lone Peak partially returns the favor. And you got a feeling that Evanston and Lone Peak will be showing down again for the 3rd place game. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, 5-6. Evanston in extra innings after the RBI walk-off walk that scores Jagger Mitchell. Wow. We're going to take a break and take a deep breath. When we return, we'll have our post-game show on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and the Big Dog. Again, your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Your Evanston Outlaws, 6. Lone Peak Maroon, 5.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Woo! We got to take a little bit more of a break. What a game. If you're just tuning in, you missed a classic. Final score 6-5 in extra innings. The Evanston Outlaws over Lone Peak Maroon. It's time for your Jimmy John's Free Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meat and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. Well, things got off to a bit of a rocky start as Ryan Fisher allows 4 runs before Evanston's able to get going. And when they did in a hurry. In the bottom of the 5th, Evanston ties it up, led by a 2-run RBI double by Jagger Mitchell. It stays tied, and then with the time limit, we go to the California tiebreaker rules, which is a runner on second and then 1 out to expedite the extra inning process. In the top of the 7th, the Easton Calmer was the last man to go out after a runner's interference call against Cale Gamble ended the inning. And Easton Commer would come around to score on an RBI single by Chris Billings, but Evanston would hold them there. First batter of the extra inning for Evanston, Jagger Mitchell, an RBI triple. It's a tie game. They immediately intentionally walk Gus Allred and Clayton Moyles to load the bases for Brendan Thompson. He pops out to the catcher, and then Hank Allred, who was 0 for 3, works a walk-off walk. Evanston wins it 6-5 in extra innings. That was your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat, gourmet sandwiches, fast and fresh every day, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats for your 30-second sandwich. Also, they have a promotion going on right now. Buy one, get one half off. When you order online or on the app, use the promo code SAVEON2. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our post-game stats as well as our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. Bet you know what it is on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Outlaw Baseball on 99.1 and mylocalradio.com.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
It's time for your Red Devil stats report for the victorious Evanston Outlaws pitcher. That would be Ryan Fisher. He gets the win going the entire game. 11 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. For the Evanston Outlaws hitters, wow, Kendall Cummings, he goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. For Casey Perriman, he goes 0 for 2. But Connor Peterson came in and pinch hit for him starting in the 5th. He goes 0 for 1 with a run scored. Ryan Fisher goes 1, 2, 3, 4. He goes 1 for 4. Jagger Mitchell, though, he had himself a game, goes 2 for 4 with, count 'em, 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored, including the winning run. Gus Allred goes 2 for 2. His other 2 plate appearances were intentional walks and a hit by pitch. 2 for 2 for Gus Allred with a run scored. Clayton Moyles goes 0 for 1 as he was walked 3 times in this one. Brendan Thompson goes 0 for 3. Hank Allred 0 for 3, but walked in the game-winning RBI. And then 0 for 3 for Jaden Schneider. It's time for your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, and it's going to go to Jagger Mitchell. Top of the 7th, extra inning. Ryan Fisher on second base. They're down by 1. They got to score 1 run to extend the game and give themselves a shot. Jagger Mitchell takes a second pitch into deep left field for his 2nd consecutive RBI extra base hit. This time it's an RBI triple. Jagger Mitchell, the winner of your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. That is a crazy, crazy night. We'll wrap it up here at Ross Kesterson Field. I cannot wait to talk to Coach Thompson about that one. Wow, what a game. Your final score, 6-5, Evanston in extra innings over Lone Peak Maroon on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Outlaw Baseball, mylocalradio.com, and 99.1. On behalf of my producer back at the studio, Alyssa McDaniel, I'm Elan Off saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which I believe will be tomorrow at 12 o'clock when Evanston takes on, I think it'll be the same Lone Peak Maroon team for the third place game at the 2020 Ross Kesterson Memorial Tournament. Thank you so much, and take care.
You've been tuned into Evanston Outlaw Baseball on the Big Dog 99.1 KNYN with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these supporting businesses and individuals: Auto Farm Chevrolet, First Bank of Evanston, Dr. McKay Franken, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Arrowhead Dental, Plains Tire, the Come On In of Casper, the Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Recreation Center, the Legal Tender Restaurant in Best Western Dunmore Inn, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Uinta County School District No. 1, Ellingford Brothers, Bear River Dental of Evanston and Black's Fork Dental of Mountain View, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Mountain West Business Solutions, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Hash Honda Yamaha, and by Dr. Todd Hoover Chiropractic. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We want to thank Office Manager Kayleen Anderson, our Sales Manager Julie Burley, along with Evanston's Elan OLLIFF, and Bridge of Valley's Jake Hibbard, Rich County's Ryan Steinekert, and production assistant Alyssa McDaniel. But the biggest thanks of all is to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and like My Local Radio on Facebook to stay up to date with the game broadcasts. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Evanston Outlaws Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.